Good morning. This is Natalie from the Freedom Coach podcast, and this is episode 8. I'm still in Sardinia. Yesterday, we finished our very first VIP retreat with 4 amazing participants, and it was incredible. It was incredible, the learnings, the ahas, the fun, the work we got done, and it took people to the next level in terms of videos, and they were really, really happy. So I'm really happy because they were happy. But this is not what today's topic is all about. Today's topic is what happened after July when I went to that program that kind of derailed my focus. The next program in September was one that changed my life. And I'm not just saying that as a saying that is sometimes overused. People all the time say, oh, it changed my life, this changed my life, this changed my life. But this seriously was a turning point because it initiated me switching my career from doing professional accounting and all kinds of financial work to being a full-time trainer, coach, teacher. And the program was called Train the Trainer. And I attended it with Blair Singer. I'm not sure if you're familiar with him. He's one of the best personal development and sales trainers that I know. And on top of that, or foremost, he is the trainer's trainer. So that's his mission. He wants to teach trainers to be world-class, teach coaches to be world-class. And I attended this program in September very, very reluctantly because I had no idea that this was going to change my life. I thought, well, I paid for it, so that's why I'm here. And I went to London and kind of a little bit of, yeah, right, so I'll just see what this is all about, but it's not for me, and I'm not a teacher, I'm not a trainer. What am I even doing here? And when Blair Singer walked on stage, I was disappointed. And I don't think I told anybody this, but I was disappointed. So from his energy and his persona, I thought, this is the famous Blair Singer everybody talks about. I don't get it. I really don't get it. And at this point, I had 2 books in my library that I hadn't read, Sales Dogs and Team Code of Honor. And I was like, yeah, that's probably not for me. But as the training unfolded and as I really understood what was behind Blair Singer's mission and what was behind the program and what was behind starting to be a trainer and a teacher and share your knowledge and helping people in a specific way where they learn a lot faster, where they engage, where they transform, because that's what it was essentially all about. And interesting enough, as the training progressed, I got more and more hooked. And what did it for me was the final exercise we had to do. We had to prepare a half-an-hour presentation in about an hour. And that was really a stretch. So I remember sitting there on the floor preparing my presentation because he gave us an hour and he said, go wherever you want to go and prepare a 1 hour, 30-minute presentation, and you're going to present it to a couple of people in the room. And I was sweating. I was sitting on the floor. I was writing. I was checking the internet, looking for content. I had no idea what I was supposed to talk about. And the funny thing is, it turned out pretty good. And at the end of the 30 minutes, when I did that presentation, I thought to myself, wow, first of all, this was actually fun. And second of all, it's not that difficult. And third of all, I think I like it. And that's what it really, really hooked me. So what happened after the training was that I thought to myself, well, now I need to really practice because otherwise I'm going to just forget all the stuff that I learned. So what I did was, with the company at that time that I was working with, doing bookkeeping, accounting, and all kinds of financial forecasts and that sort of thing, I went there and I said to them, because I had no content at that time. So what I did was the concept of having a code of honor in a company where you have a set of rules everybody lives by that protects the values, that protects the environment, that protects the people in the company. That sounded like a really good idea and a really good concept. So I took I remembered having that book. I looked for it in my library. I found it, and I had the glorious idea that I was going to sell a Team Code of Honor training to that company. And I did a pretty good job because, sure enough, I got the job to do 8 sessions with a team of really, really tech-minded engineers and people that were very left-brained. And I introduced them to this kind of learning where you're really engaged and you work with each other. And I'll tell you what happened in the next episode. But the point I'm trying to make here is that once you find your passion, once you find what you're really good at, everything seems to align and everything seems to fall into place and everything seems to just feel right. So I encourage you, look for that passion. And if it takes you to attend a couple of seminars and courses, do it, because it's definitely worth it. I mean, the life I'm leading now compared to before, stuck in a cubicle, doing really work that was not what I wanted to do, spending a whole big portion of my life doing stuff I didn't want to do, as opposed to now, I'm sitting on the rooftop of this house in Sardinia. I just had the most amazing time with 4 really, really incredible people, showing them the island, having fun with them, teaching them, seeing them transform, seeing them get better. And I mean, that's only part of what I do, but it's amazing. So follow your passion. Find your passion and then follow your passion, and everything else will fall into place. And next episode, I will let you know about the fiasco I had with the training and the learnings from there. And this is also a tribute to Blair Singer, because he inspired me back then, and I'm really eternally grateful. If you're listening to this and you're not sure what your passion is, go look for it. Natalie Sabrina Dahl, episode 8 of the Freedom Coach podcast. Stay tuned for more, and until I hear you again, you hear me again, be free.